technology improves. I just wanted to know if there was something better on the market, because what I had was good, and good is okay, but why not go for better? The technology was remarkable. It seemed like one hearing aid was talking to the other hearing aid. They both were in sync, and it made going out a pleasure again. It was enlightening to be able to follow conversation and participate in the conversation, and not have to continually nudge my wife and say, what did they say? What did they say? We travel quite a bit, and in our travels, you know, you're on the bus, you're off the bus, and the tour or guide people are describing various things, and I could hear what was going on. Whereas in the past, I was flipping pages as fast as I could in the tour book, trying to keep up with what we were going to see. Now I don't have to do that. Now I can just sit back and be part of the tour group and listen to what they're saying, and that's a big plus. I have finally gotten on board with some of the more sophisticated computer technologies, the iPod, the iPad, the iPhone, and I found that because hearing those was becoming a challenge, by syncing this little instrument with those instruments, it was directly going into the hearing aids, which was just marvelous.
My husband came for hearing screening, and I accompanied him, and after he had his done, I decided why not jump in and give this a try, just to see how much of a loss I had and was it significant enough. And I was surprised to find out that I could have a better quality of hearing with a device than just continuing and waiting for a much later point in my life. The Alta product was recommended by the audiologist. I was so amazed at how tiny and how it didn't even show. You can't even see it, which was very exciting. I love the fact that the audiologist was able to personalize this device to sounds that were most appealing to me. I was very excited to go home and start making phone calls to friends and to hear so much more in the conversation and never having to say, what, or could you repeat that? The next time I wore the hearing aids was to go out to dinner with friends, and it was such a different experience. I could sit in a noisy restaurant and really enjoy the conversation and enjoy my friends so much more. Most people who are in my age group will say, like I did, that's something that when I'm much older I'll consider. And the only thing I can say to them is, why wait? Why not enjoy the quality of what you can hear now?
We can go out, we can travel, we can do the things we did before, and I don't have to pester her with what did you say, what did she say, what did he say. It's now we're sharing the experience together, and we're benefiting from it jointly, and that's terrific.
Having a hearing device at this point in our lives is a surprising benefit. It has done nothing but enhance the activities that we do and make our time together that much more enjoyable.
Let's talk about the video that we just saw. We just saw Arnie and his wife, Carol, and they both had different problems with hearing loss or different issues. Let's talk about Arnie. What was the hearing loss that he was facing?
Arnie was having a hard time hearing in background noise. Carol was too as well, but he wanted to be able to go places, go to restaurants, go do the things that he liked, traveling, things like that, without always asking his wife what. He didn't always want to be saying, what did they say?
That's got to be frustrating to just feel like even though you are participating, you know, with a group of friends or whatever, but you still feel like you're on the outside or you're missing out. That's got to be so frustrating.
It is. One of the first things that we see with hearing loss is isolation. People start to isolate themselves. They feel like they're going to be embarrassed if they don't answer the question correctly, they're off topic, they make a comment that doesn't make sense to anybody else, and they become embarrassed. So they just stay away.
So they actually kind of start to withdraw from little life things, and I'm sure it just kind of escalates until they're not doing any of the things they used to enjoy.
Yeah, they don't enjoy all those things. Our most important relationships are with other people, with family, friends, and we start to withdraw from those things when we can't hear what they're saying.
So why do you think that is that when somebody knows that they've got some hearing loss, what are the things that keep them from investigating it and taking care of it?
Part of it is the stigma of a hearing aid. They used to be very big. Price is always a concern. Are they really going to help? We've all heard stories of people that have a hearing aid and they sit in a drawer. And we try not to make sure that we make sure that doesn't happen.
Well, the thing that I thought was interesting in watching the video, that things that Arnie said, is it seems to me, with the little knowledge that I have about hearing aids, is that this is a technology field, and it's the technology is always getting better, and there's a lot of options out there that personalize that hearing aid just for you.
There is. They've come a long ways in the last few years, especially. We can make a hearing aid that not only makes you hear better, but actually sounds how you want it to sound.
Interesting. That's something I've heard too, is that people say, I can't stand the way it sounds abnormal, things are extra loud, or my own voice is extra loud, and it sounds like the industry is addressing those things, and it's just getting better and better.
They are, and we've come a long ways. We try and make sure every hearing aid fitting is fit to that individual person.
That's a great thing to know. Hopefully that'll help people say, you know what, maybe I should just get my hearing checked. Sometimes is it the person that recognizes that they have loss, or is their family member that says, you have got to get this addressed?
Some of both. Yep. We often see the person's family say, you've got to go in and have something done. But some people recognize it on their own as well.
Well, it's nice that we can look at that video and see that there are all different kinds of hearing loss, and that there's a device that'll be personalized just for you to enhance your life and help you keep enjoying the activities that you've always loved to do.
Yes, there's some great hearing aids out there nowadays, and they just keep getting better and better.
That's great to know. It must be a very challenging industry to keep up with all the changes all the time, but that's your job. That's what you love to do. Tell us where your location is and the phone number, and what's the best way to reach you.
We're at 485 North Main. It's right across the street from Zion's Bank on the west side of the road in Logan, and next to the Kabuki Grill. The old JB's, if you've been around, you know where that is. The building used to be the Cash Citizen used to be in this building, and then United Computers, and now we are here.
It's a great building, a great place to be. Come see Dr. Daines, and let's get you back where you need to be as far as hearing loss. Thank you.